I'd like to show you a few extra problems changing fractions to decimals. These are a little bit more involved because you can't get an equivalent column, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. They don't work out too well. So these have to be divided into each other. That's probably the smoothest way to go about it. So this is 7 divided by 8. We will need to place a decimal point in order to take it to the answer. The decimal goes straight up. When you get finished with the division, you will have your decimal number, though. 8 divides into 70. 8 times 8 is 64. 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. I would have to have a remainder of 6. So I'm going to put a 0 on to accept my 6. 8 divides into 60. 7 times 8 is 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So there's a 4 remainder. I will put another 0 on to accept the 4. 8 divides into 40 5 times, and that's the end of it. So my equivalent fraction here, I have found it, is 0.875. The division helped us out with that, and we can do a percentage on that. 2 places to the right, 87.5%. Let's look at this one. 3 divides into 1. We'll need to put a decimal point in there in order to start our division. 3 divides into 10 3 times with 1 remaining. I need a 0 to accept my 1. 3 divides into 10. The pattern has started. So our decimal equivalent is this. 1/3 is 0.333. Change it to a percent. I'm going to take my decimal place 2 over and put the percent sign on. These are repeating decimals, and the percentage is a repeater as well. 6 divides into 5. I'm going to put a 0 on this so I can put my decimal point straight up into the answer. When the division is finished, I will have my decimal equivalent. 6 divides into 50 8 times. 8 times 6 is 48, 49, 50. There's a remainder of 2. I'm putting a 0 on to accept my remainder. 6 goes into 20 3 times. 3 times 6 is 18, 19, 20. I need a 0 to accept my 2. And we're going to have a repeater on that one as well. So our decimal equivalent is 0.833, and its percentage is 83.3%. Here we have our repeating decimal and percent. You can always get an equivalent decimal by dividing your fraction. In this case, we would have 6 as your divisor, and 5 goes under the bracket as your dividend. Those always turn out to be a decimal. However, there are a few shortcuts for it that I've shown you in previous videos. If those shortcuts work, then you're actually going to hone down your time and save yourself some work.